Litecoin / US dollar. First, read this disclaimer carefully. Then do your good deed of the day by liking and subscribing. So here is the pair. 290% here from the 52-week low, but we have been through, still are, at a minus 59% pullback, which is pretty substantial. So let's look at the website. Litecoin.com, the future of money. So yeah, easily purchase Litecoin with your credit and debit card. Yeah, from $50 to $20,000. Yeah, Litecoin news. Grayscale Litecoin Trust steps closer to an ETF. That will obviously be a very good news. Yeah, so your money, blockchain secured, decentralized finance, evolving and immutable. A bit of a strange choice of image. Litecoin is a powerful political and economic tool which anyone anywhere can use without permission to transact with anyone else in the world and partake in a genuinely global economy. The big news, of course, has been this major crackdown from China. I do think there will be more crackdowns in other countries because this is becoming a very real competitor. So sort of like, the big litmus test is happening. Yeah, I mean, the cryptocurrency market has had a lot of time now to prepare itself for that battle, and it really is an open question whether it will succeed or not. But this will be a battle, so do not be naive when it comes to what this actually represents. And especially when the digital dollar comes out, that's when you can see that even the free country America becomes much more harsh on cryptocurrencies, because at that point you can't make the tech case anymore for why people should invest in Bitcoin and Litecoin instead. At that point, given that the digital dollar will have many of the same features, the only case really is that you want Litecoin or Bitcoin to get outside of the American financial system. So yeah, but I'm bullish on cryptocurrencies, but this will be a litmus test. This will be like a make or break situation, and it is going to happen pretty soon. So yeah, it's going to be very epic. You could make the case that we have these super cycles here. The bad news about these super cycles, as you can see, is that it suggests that we do have a declining phase here on the corner. If we do look and draw some lessons from history, if you see here, you get this big spike, then the initial sell-off. Big spike, initial sell-off. Then you had this second rally, big spike, initial sell-off. The dynamics are a bit different. I think that the current rally, I mean, this move here at least, maybe it's analogous to this one. Maybe this one. Obviously, it's kind of hard to know for sure. I think the key thing that you see that here we have the purple 20-week moving average, and this rally happened below it. This rally here, and also this happened below that moving average. This also happened in the context of being clearly below that moving average. So if there is this parallel, it means, yes, it could be more downside. When we jump here to the daily data points, it's a bit of a messy situation. Let's see if we do have some smaller time cycles here. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Yeah, we have some kind of time cycles here suggesting that we kind of are a bit in a rising phase, but there is a decline around the corner. Technically, this is a bit of a message situation. There was the potentiality of us forming an inverse head and shoulders pattern. So let's draw that in. We had a bit of a messy shoulder here, could potentially have a head here. This could have been a shoulder, but then we did go significantly lower than we should. So it's messy. We are also below the 200-day moving average. Yeah, it's frankly just messy. It just is. Okay, let's look at these other indicators. The MACD was improving a bit, but now we are pretty close to getting another sell signal. So there's that. Let's just jump to the daily data points. Did get a bit of a buy signal here on the daily data points here on the MACD due to this rally. Yeah. MACD is not my favorite indicator for sure. But it's something that I do look at simply because other people like the MACD. The problem with the MACD is, especially if you have sharp moves, it will be a bit too slow. So it will send you like pretty poor signals. But when you have these more gradual patterns developing, like a gradual change from bullish to bearish or the opposite, then the MACD can be useful. Yeah. It's just noisy. I would just have an overall noisy situation. Looking at weekly correlations here, especially with look at Bitcoin, 92% positive, 77% here for the S&P 500. Looking at the daily data points, so then we do have 22% positive with gold, 76-ish with Bitcoin. Minus 37% here with the S&P 500, and minus 47-ish% here with the dollar index. When we go to seasonality, over the last 5 years, October has actually been a pretty strong month. So if we go here, big picture, look at the last 9 years, then October is one of the strongest months, closes higher 67% of the time. So the odds are certainly in the favor of the bulls here. So yeah, it is possible that we are going to go up. The 50-day moving average, it is very likely going to form, resistance. The 200-day is likely to be a bit of a more big boy resistance. And so let's actually measure, like, what is the potential rally? So from the current level up to the, around, 8-9-ish% gain. That would be a gain for October, and the average gain here is 3.4%. So it is completely possible that we get that seasonal strength. The bigger picture, though, with these super cycles, it's very messy. And I do think that the conflict between fiat and cryptocurrency is really going to get fierce in the not too distant future.